In the previous episode, I showed you how I bought my wife a Nissan Micra and proposed to her, but in this episode we are going to fix the car and completely transform it. I have a problem with my Micra where it's running really rich, rough idle, has problem starting up when hot, so I'm suspecting it's the injectors that are leaking fuel. So what I did is I unplugged them all. So you can see I unplugged them all, and now I'm just gonna try to crank over the engine, and if it starts, that means that the injectors are leaking. So yeah, I have leaky injectors. I think that's the first thing that I'm gonna try to resolve. Probably there are other problems with this engine, but I'm gonna start with the injectors. After I diagnosed the injectors, I bought second-hand ones, replaced them, and they were no longer leaking, which was a great start. Although the injectors were fixed, Micra was still misfiring when running at operating temperature. So after searching multiple forums, I've pinpointed the issue that was causing it. So with the K11 Micras, there is a problem in the throttle body where some of the soldering on the throttle body microchip becomes brittle over time and it loses some connection. Right now I'm gonna take the throttle body off, send it to an electrician who's gonna resolder all of the connection, and hopefully that's gonna fix our last issue with this car. So let's get to work. This engine is quite simple to work on, therefore it didn't take me that much time to take the throttle body out. Just be aware of the coolant connections, and also this car is LPG converted, therefore some of the LPG pipes were on the way. With that said, I did manage to take it out. I took it to an electrician, he redid all of the connections in the chip, and the Micra was finally running right. Since the car was finally running great, it was time to take care of the aesthetics. Alright guys, I got the wheels. Let's check them out. Ooh. So good. And the set of lug nuts that match the shift knob. Now the car looks super cool. My wife started to get accustomed to it, learning how to drive it. She was also learning a little bit on how to do the parallel parking, which is something that most of the beginners struggle with. But I think she nailed it really well, and I think her parking now is even better than mine. Then we went a bit crazy with it in summer. The front left wing had a dent, so we tried to put it out. I gave that a quick spray. Then here I'm taking off the front left door. The doors were saggy on it, so now we have adjusted the mechanism for the doors to close much better. It's funny to see this car disassembled like this, and it didn't even take long, probably an hour or so. We have painted the seals and other rusty parts just to make it look a bit nicer. Afterwards we put the car back together and my wife was enjoying it, until she had another crazy idea that would complete the look of the car. And that's how we fixed and modified my wife's car. If you like this video, consider subscribing, and I'll see you at the next one.